A very good o'clock, dear students. Here I am Nikita, I am your geography teacher. Students, today we are going to continue our discussion over chapter number 10, that is human resource. So, in the last video, we discussed about what is human resource, what is its importance, and we discussed about the population distribution and the rural-urban distribution of its population. Okay, so let us talk about today the sex ratio. We had already studied in the population dynamics what is the sex ratio. It is basically the number of female per thousand males at a given place, okay, in a country basically, or in a state, or in a district, okay, at any given place, what is the number of females upon thousand males, okay, per thousand males. So according to the United Nations report in 2015, some countries like Latvia, Lithuania, Armenia, Belarus, Russia, Ukraine and Estonia, these have proportion of women higher than that of the men, okay. It means that the sex ratio is favorable. In many countries, Asia and Northern Africa, however, it is opposite, okay. It means the number of females per thousand males is less, okay. Similarly, in India, it's the opposite situation. According to 2011 census, there are 940 females per thousand males, okay. But this is much better than the previous two reports in 2001, that was 933, and in 1991 that was 927. So it means that the female ratio that is increasing. Now, if I talk about the state-wise distribution, then in India, Haryana has the lowest sex ratio, okay, with only 877 females per males, okay. There can be many reasons of low sex ratio, and Indian society itself is the biggest cause of this. The patriarchal nature, that is the leadership of men, has been the great cause of unfavorable sex ratio since ancient times, okay. So while Kerala has the highest sex ratio in the country, that is 1084, okay, that is more number of female than males, and in fact it's only in Kerala and Puducherry among the union territories. Puducherry has the highest female number, okay, outnumber males. In Tamil Nadu, that is 995, Andhra Pradesh 992, and Chhattisgarh 991. These two have favorable sex ratio, okay. It means that see, favorable sex ratio not only shows that the number of female are more than male, or the number of female are proportionate to male, it also shows what is the condition of female, okay. If the number of female is more, it means the condition of female is better in the society, okay. That's why they are growing up. So it also shows the socio-cultural setup of the society. An unfavorable sex ratio has deeper implications for the society. It means that it shows a negative picture of the society. It's an indicator of deep-seated gender imbalance and disparity, okay. By a low sex ratio, one can easily estimate, or one can generally estimate. It means the most general cause that comes to mind when we see the low sex ratio is that the behavior with the women, or there is a gender imbalance, there is a gender inequality, okay. Means the women are not treated as equal to men, okay. That's why this gender imbalance and inequality persist in the society, and this is the result that why the number of females is less in the society, okay. So these things can be estimated. Now the statistics indicate cultural patterns as well. As I told you, that these not only indicate the number only, they indicate the cultural patterns as well. It is interesting to note that both the states that have a high sex ratio, that is Kerala and Puducherry, also have a high rate of literacy, okay. So how is literacy connected with sex ratio? More literate people are there, means less conventional are them, okay. It means they are less conventional, they are not stereotyped, and they are not conservative, okay. Less conservative people are there, society is more liberal, and there will be more liberal toward the women too, okay. And there's a link between education, awareness and gender balance. Only when people are aware about the gender equality, then it means the literacy is high, only then the society will grow gentler towards the woman, the attitude will change towards the woman, and this will result in the higher sex ratio, okay. So there are many reasons behind the skewed sex ratio in India. As I told you, there can be many reasons one can estimate, or one can uh, imagine for this low sex ratio. First is the preference for male children. Okay, as I told you that the society, the patriarchal setup itself has been the greatest menace of the society, which has stopped it from growing the number of women. Okay, first the preference for male children. Many families consider that first child should be a male. Okay, in many countries still now it's a kind of tradition, it's a kind of mindset that people want a first child to be a male. Okay, they consider it as an asset. Okay, asset means that is useful to them, and he'll grow up, he'll earn the money for the family, he'll run the family business. Whatever the expectations are from a male child are cannot be there from the female child. They consider female as a liability. Okay, they consider female as a liability, that they have to educate her, then they had to get married, they had to get her married, and then she'll go. Okay, so it's kind of a liability for them, but male child is considered as a asset. Okay, this is stem from ignorance and a lack of education. So this kind of a thought process is just because of the ignorance and lack of education that they have, which have allowed harmful customs, and due to this many customs also develop which are very harmful to the society, like the dowry system. Okay, the marital violence. Okay, domestic violence, that these are some menaces that have taken place due to this conventional or conservative mindset. Okay, daughters are viewed as unwanted financial burden, as I told you that they are seen as a liability over them. Okay, which they have to fulfill. Boys on the other hand are seen as future breadwinners for the family. Okay, it means they see that the boy will earn for the family, he'll run the family business, he'll carry forward the generation. Okay, all these things are thought about a boy child. Okay, now greater female mortality rates. Yeah, that's another cause of less sex ratio or lack of sex ratio, that there's a higher female mortality rate because of the poor health condition of women, and also there is maternal mortality rate. Maternal mortality rate means woman, if she dies at the time giving birth to a child, then it's called maternal mortality. Okay, there are many cases, and also as I told you, because of this violence against the woman, may it be sexual violence, or may it be domestic violence, or any kind of violence against the woman, this also leads to dowry deaths, this also leads to many deaths. Okay, that's why the female mortality is high. And female feticide means when the child is killed inside the mother's womb. Okay, means if we detect that that's a girl child, then she's killed inside the womb of the mother, she's not allowed to come to take birth. Okay, that's called female feticide. It's a punishable offense under the law. Okay, it was practiced a lot in the Indian society for a longer time, but now it has been declared as an offense. Okay, and it's punishable. So over the years the government has taken several steps to improve the sex ratio. Let us look what are those steps. First, making sex determination before birth a criminal offense. Okay, the last हमने पढ़ा that female feticide is a criminal offense. So before killing the child, its gender has to be determined. Okay, by technology, man means using that ultrasound and all. Okay, doctors determine the gender of the child, so that is banned. Okay, determining that is to prevent the female feticide, that sex determination before birth is a crime. In 2003, a law was further tightened to punish medical practitioners who allowed people to identify the sex of their unborn child. Okay, in this case, the parents as well as the doctor who allowed them to determine the gender will be punished. Both will be punished. Then educating women. Initiatives like Beti Bachao Beti Padhao program promote the survival, protection, welfare and education of the girl child through various schemes and awareness campaigns at national and local level. So there have been some campaigns for awareness among the people that a girl can also be a asset. We should educate the girls. We should not kill them, and all these things have been told at campaigns in national level and local levels. Then conducting awareness campaigning, the government conduct awareness campaign aimed to empower women. Schemes like Sabla and STEP, that is support to training and employment program for women, all these have helped break the stigma associated with the independent women. Okay, it means that it helps women to be independent and depend only on itself. That's all. Thank you.